So, before we get started, I just want to point out the elephant in the room. Yes, I desperately need a haircut. I can't afford one for the next week or week and a half or so. I've been growing out my hair, trying out different hairstyles. I like it longer, but it's quickly turning into a mullet. No, yeah, I'll get this taken care of. But Pizza's going out of town soon. Noah's going out of town soon. We haven't done one of these in a couple of weeks. Noah's going out of town soon. And so we're backlogging. So the next few episodes are going to have mullet me. So just ignore that. Just ignore that. All right. Oh, also my roommate sent to the group chat. It was like, hey, my cousin dropped off a bunch of soda. I'm not going to be able to drink all by myself. I came back home and looked in the pantry, and there was like 6 dozen cans of it was like 6 of all great value and like off-brand stuff. So I've got like an off-brand Sprite going on right now. Yeah.
Awesome.
Right.
Today I can tell by your background.
I spent some
decided
time.
we're talking about today.
Yeah. I want to take some time today to talk about Pokemon because judging by the name of my Minecraft character and my whole online persona outside of this podcast, I like Pokemon. But the last few years have been rough on Pokemon. And so I've kind of fallen out of love with it for a bit. Like both like just the quality of the games, and just adult life, not being able to afford the games regularly. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to to like really enjoy Pokemon recently. Since maybe I guess the last time I bought a game was Pokemon Shield. And the last time I can really remember, like, even playing, like, the TCG regularly was, like, 2021, I think. Oh, gosh. Okay, that's always giving me air bubbles. I might stop that. But Pokemon's been doing really good recently.
Pokemon's back?
Pokemon might be back.
Pokemon
might be back, and I am celebrating. This isn't all my Pokemon stuff, by the way. This is just the stuff I brought to college that I was able to scramble together before the podcast started. So I don't have. So I have like an ETB that I don't. I have like an ETB with all my like decks that I didn't bring with me because I wasn't playing the TCG regularly enough in person. I need next time I do that, I'll bring that. But yeah. So yeah, I don't have my decks, but I do have like the binder. I have the manga. I have this guy. I got this guy. I was I think I was like 10 years old. I went to a friend's. I had to have been 10 or 11 because I went to a friend's 10th birthday party, and he had a Pokemon TCG tournament, and I got second place. First place was like a cash prize and a whole bunch of cards or whatever. I think second place is better. I got this guy. He's so old that the paint on his plastic eyes are rubbing off. So he's also got my long hair all over him right now.
He's got cataracts.
No, yeah. He's got cataracts. The paint's been rubbing off of him. He's got cataracts, but I love him anyway. I have a lot of stuff. We can go over some of this later.
I brought my Switch in anticipation of this, but I don't have any cool physical stuff, unfortunately. Not with me, not here. Mm-hmm. I was one of the idiots who gave away all of my Pokemon cards after I kind of stopped collecting.
I still
them.
have all my original cards. I never gave away any cards. I barely even traded. I was one of those kids who's like, I don't want to trade. I just want to, keep them for myself.
Collect.
Yeah. Well, not even collect. Like, I guess, yeah, collect, but like. A lot of people keep binders for like the different sets. They'll have like they'll have like a complete Sun and Moon binder or whatever.
Yeah.
No, this is just a binder that I put my cards in, and then I buy more pages when I need more space. So I do have them sorted by like types and trainer cards and stuff. But somewhere in here is gonna be my horsey. That where is he? This card right here was the first Pokemon card I ever got. It's a Horsey from like
Oh wow.
Heart Gold, Soul Silver, or something like that. 2003. Oh no. This is Hoenn. This is like a Ruby Sapphire Horsey.
3 TCG. What? It was the transition period between second and third gen.
Yeah. So this is like.
Yeah.
So this is like a Ruby Sapphire Horsey. And I've got, obviously a whole bunch of more cards in here. I've got like a weird. Back in the day, they'd have like weird 3D renders sometimes. So I've got like this like float soul that looks like it's from like the old
Oh yeah.
Looks like it's from like an early 2000 mixed 2D 3D animated movie or something like that. So I got that float soul. Yeah. I got a lot of stuff. Anyway, context. Why are we talking about Pokemon today?
Context. Yes. We both. Well, okay. Pokey did it first. Pokey had a little live stream where you were playing Pokemon Champions because that just came out.
Well, even before that,
that's really
we started a CCG thing. So that was just out of the blue. That wasn't due to any like Pokemon news or anything. We were just like, hey, let's do a Pokemon TCG, little friendly competition thing. That was Legends ZA. That was Legends ZA released, and you really liked Legends ZA.
Yeah.
And then
so I talked about that a little bit.
Yeah, and then the TCG was doing Mega Evolution XY stuff. Is doing Mega Evolution XY stuff, and so we were both like, let's do Evolution. Yeah. We like Mega Evolution. We like you're a Kalos kid, so we did it. So we started a TCG series on stream with like the Mega Evolution stuff, and then Pokemon Day happened, and my hope for Pokemon just like skyrocketed. Pokemon's back. I think Pokemon might be back.
Pokemon might be kind of back. I mean, what's happened in the last month or two?
Pokopia,
which has done insanely
Pokopia,
well.
A lot of people said it's like the best
Gen
Pokemon
10.
game of the decade.
Yeah, which I'm just gonna take their word on it because I'm not a big Animal Crossing-esque game guy. So
I heard Legends Arceus was really good.
Legends Arceus, honestly, I think was the start of the turn for me. Once I saw Legends Arceus, I was like, okay, there's something
so once they started the Legends
here
games,
in the background.
Even between Legends Arceus and Legends ZA, there was Scarlet and Violet, which just I couldn't bring myself to care about the game that ran so poorly. It was obviously broken. Like that was so obviously broken at launch and still kind of is. I think it's better on Switch too. But
well, I mean for me, whenever I played it, it wasn't even broken when I played it. Like I didn't notice any significant bugs. I was just bored. I have not been able to bring myself to finish Scarlet and Violet, my first playthrough. I've probably gotten like 3/4 of the way through, but I just like I couldn't bring myself to care enough to really do it. There were like a handful of new Pokemon that I liked, but like that was the only reason I played it. And then I was like, okay, I see what Armor
Pokemon designs have been consistent. Pokemon designs have always been good. I think
for the most part, yes. Scarlet Violet for me personally was just like a higher proportion of ones I just didn't care about.
Oh.
I think that was just like a luck of the draw.
I think I've personally not hated
a higher percentage.
The majority of Pokemon designs. Just personally, so
yeah, no. Most Pokemon designs I don't despise, and it's not like there's a lot of them in Scarlet and Violet that I do despise. It was just enough that of them there weren't enough that I was particularly interested in to make me like want, because that's a big reason that I go back to the games is I see certain Pokemon that I like in the new roster, and I'm like, that looks like a cool Pokemon that I could use in a team. And I want to play through the game with this Pokemon. And if there's not enough of them for me to do that, then it's kind of like I've lost an aspect of the game for me.
Like I want to do a playthrough with a different starter and like, go through Sinnoh. I know Sinnoh is kind of funny because a lot of people are like, 90% of people went through the same teams instead of 90% of people had a Luxray and a Lucario and a Staraptor and a Bibarel and so I think in terms of like Senna's got a lot of cool Pokemon, but in terms of team variety, I think playing through the games, I fell victim to that as well.
It's because they have like one fire type and 7 million water types as well. So, Platinum fixes some of those issues.
But yeah, like Pokemon on Switch, I was really excited for Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. And when the games came out, I obviously knew I was too old for them, but they looked great. The soundtrack was amazing. Like fully orchestrated Kanto was like so cool. I knew it was like this is for Pokemon Go players and like smaller kids, and so I was like, that's fine. I was so excited for 3D Pokemon on like home console Pokemon. Pokemon Sword and Shield, I enjoyed Sword and Shield. The only reason I haven't finished it is because my save is stuck on my brother's Switch. When I got my own Switch, that's the only save file that wouldn't transfer. So it's stuck on my brother's Switch. But otherwise, I enjoyed Pokemon Shield. I know it was cheap. I could tell it was cheap. I was still having fun with it.
Yeah.
For me, it was like, the first full new generation on home console. I was willing to forgive, forgive the shortcomings, because like the shortcomings weren't awful. There was some graphical things like the Ocarina of Time trees and certain like animation, like Dexit was a thing, obviously. I think I was a little more upset about Dexit when I realized they kind of lied about redoing all the animations and really were just selling us back them in DLCs. But the DLCs themselves are cool. The story wasn't like super great. I only got through like half of it.
I never got the DLCs actually.
I did get the DLC. I got the DLCs and I played through. I played through the first one, the Isle of Armor, all the way through. And then I haven't played the second one yet because I knew that there are certain things that require you to have the league beat
main storyline.
Yeah. So Isle of Armor you can do anytime, but the second DLC you can do like half of it before you need to beat the champions. I was gonna do it all at once afterward. But like, I liked Pokemon Shield. If I can get my save back, I'm gonna complete it on stream. Absolutely. I'm gonna finish my Let's Play series on that. And then Legends Arceus, I couldn't afford when it came out, and lost interest in it since then. But like, I heard Legends Arceus is really good. But like, Besides
Legends Arceus for me was like the turn of when I was like, okay, home console Pokemon has something going.
And then Scarlet and Violet happened.
This is something that can be. Yeah, that was exactly what happened to me. I was like, whoa. When Legends Arceus came out, I was like, whoa, okay. They're trying something new. Sure, it still feels a little bit empty right now, but honestly, like the story for Legends Arceus was great. They had an artistic style that wasn't just the like Pokemon but 3D. Like they had like a style to it, which I really appreciated. So I was like, whoa, okay, they're doing something. Scarlet Violet.
Yeah, Scarlet and Violet. Scarlet and Violet took. So I enjoyed Sword and Shield more than most people, but I know Sword and Shield took the wind out of a lot of people's sails. Scarlet and Violet took the wind out of pretty much everyone else's sails, including mine.
Yeah, and everyone who was left was just like,
yeah, Pokemon's had it rough for a while. Legends ZA, I know you said you enjoyed. I know a lot of people haven't.
A lot of people did not.
A lot of people did not enjoy Legends ZA.
It has flaws. I haven't finished it yet, mostly because I keep forgetting to ask Jem to trade my Scyther with me so I can evolve it to a scissor, and I don't want to finish the main story without my scissor because I really want the scissor. But other than that.
But like almost all of the problems with the games come down to one thing, and that is time. Like none of these games have had enough time to bake. Let's
It's
Go.
like the Invincible show.
Let's Go had time to bake. From what it seemed, like Let's Go was really polished, and then
that's
because
true.
Game Freak is like, what we need to do yearly Pokemon games, or at least DLCs for games.
You know what we forgot about, by the way?
What?
Brilliant Diamond Shining
Oh
Pearl.
no.
the game, the remake, so bad we forgot about.
We
it
forgot it.
entirely.
The best thing we can say about Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl is that we forgot it existed.
What's that? We forgot about it.
So okay, so between
that one kind of hurt.
So universally loved is Legends Arceus. So we have a universally loved. We have a contentious game in Sword and Shield. We have a pretty universally disliked in Scarlet and Violet. Also universally disliked in Legends ZA. And then a game that was just not for anyone other than like Pokemon Go players. You know, that was probably the most polished of any of these.
It was the most refined, but it was the most niche for.
It was the most niche. So it was something that I wasn't interested in playing. So that's the Switch generation of Pokemon. And the remakes and the awful remakes that I forgot yet again while listing all the others.
the horrible, terrible, awful remakes.
But anyway, Pokemon Day happened.
Now we're on the Switch 2.
Now we're on the Switch 2, and Pokemon
is different.
Pokemon Winds and Waves are coming out in a year and a half, like 2 years, something like that. Like depends when in 2027 they're coming out, but Pokemon's almost always a holiday title. So we have 2 years until Winds and Waves. The trailer looks amazing. The trailer already looks incredibly polished. It looks way better than Scarlet and Violet did. At this point, and they still have 2 years to go. Better. And it's like, holy cow! Okay, Gen 10 is gonna be hopefully incredible. That's polished. Gen 10. I'm probably gonna buy a Switch 2 for.
Like, how long is it gonna be then between Gen 9 and Gen 10? Because Scarlet Violet came out last year?
No. Scarlet and Violet came out. It's usually 3 years between generations. I think pretty consistently for a while is 3 years between generations.
2022. I'm so old. I'm so old. No, but wait. So if it's like a year and a half from now,
2 years. 2 years. If we're assuming it's going to be the holiday title, which Pokemon games always are, we have 2 years.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's gonna be 5 years.
5 years between generations.
It's gonna be 5 years between generations.
So Winds and Waves looks incredibly promising.
That's gonna be over double. That's gonna be over double the generational difference in time than the average.
So
than the norm.
So TCG, that between me and Noah, we've been having fun with TCG recently. So that was already a thing. Pokemon Gen 10 looks like they're giving it time in the oven. It looks incredibly promising. And then Pokemon Champions came out, and it's had some like launch bugs and stuff, but they haven't been awful. Pokemon Champions is like, I've been wanting to do VGC for a while, but I haven't bought the new game since Shield, and I didn't even complete Shield, so I didn't have the chance to build a competitive team in Shield. By the time I finish Shield, the online is going to be probably completely dead right now. You know, I did not play through Shield. So VGC in the past has required you to blitz through these games, which I was not wanting to do with Shield. I wanted to take my time with Shield. So I got into VGC, watching VGC back in like Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, like Sagen Park and Wolf Glick. Those years is when I started watching VGC. And now I can find, and I've played Showdown a little bit, you know, and I have a decently competitive team in Black 2, because that's the one I was like, that Black 2 is the one I think I spent most time in, like the post game, like actually like trying to do extra stuff. Fire and Leaf Green I spent like a lot of time with. That was my original game, obviously. Whereas Leaf Green, my post game was based. I I was definitely trying to complete the Pokedex in Leaf Green, and I think I've pretty much completed it outside of like trades, trade specific Pokemon. Yeah, Leaf Green, I spent my time trying to complete the Pokedex in the post game. Black 2, I spent my time like actually doing like battle stuff. And so I've got a pretty decent team in Black 2. But besides Black 2 and like a little bit of Showdown, I haven't been able to do VGC. Now they decide to be like, hey, you want to play VGC? Let's make the entry level, like let's make the barrier entry as low as possible. We're putting this on Switch. We're putting this on Switch too. We're putting this on freaking mobile. And
I forgot about that.
It's mobile hasn't come out yet, but they're putting this thing on mobile. If you don't have games, obviously I have games I can pull Pokemon from. I've already transferred my Black 2 game, my Black 2 team to Pokemon Champion copied. I modded my 3DS, so I was able to back up my save and transfer and then reload the save in Black 2. So I can keep doing the battle subway and stuff. But yeah, I've got games I can pull from. But if you don't, you can. There's like no microtransactions. There's like a subscription membership thing, but even then, it's not predatory at all. We talked about this with Pokemon TCG Live too. Pokemon has been really, really good with their free-to-play games in terms of microtransactions.
With their like quote-unquote battle passes.
Yeah.
Where they're like, yeah, you can spend money to like accelerate it if you really want to, but it's not like something like Clash Royale where you are just at a distinct disadvantage.
Oh, and even then, if you just play the game, even then, I have more VP than I can spend at any given point. And I'm on the free game, you know, like Pokemon Champions, it's free to play, but the microtransactions are like super, super like consumer friendly. and it's like, holy cow. So yeah, Pokemon has been on an uphill. And I just want to take a moment to say how happy I am and how hopeful I am.
For real. Yeah, I'm really excited. I've been enjoying. I haven't played as much of Champions as I would have liked. Just because finals and sadness. But it's not been like it's not like some other Pokemon games where like I don't play it for a bit and then I don't want to pick it back up again. Because I was kind of in the same place before Pokemon Champions 2 where it was like I was adjacent to the VGC. Like I watched Wolfie. I liked the idea of VGC. I would play Showdown every once in a while, and I was like,
every once in a while was my thing too.
I understood a lot of the concepts.
I play around on Showdown once every year or two. You know.
Yeah, kind of like that. But I always knew I couldn't really play real VGC because I was kind of like you were in the sense of it wasn't even that I wouldn't rush through a game to finish it just so I could play VGC, because if I really wanted to, I could theoretically, because it's like I usually finish or at least in the past, I have usually finished Pokemon games pretty quickly. Has become less and less common as we've gone on, but it wasn't even that. It was so much just like if I wanted to make a VGC team, even outside of finishing the game, that's a huge time sink in the regular game.
Oh yeah,
massive.
They've made it easier. Sink. They've made it easier to like change your natures and stuff, like nature candies. I guess was this thing in Scarlet and Violet.
Natures. You can spend victory points to change abilities, easily change moves. You can just go into like a random lineup of Pokemon and say, I want to grab this one for a permanent.
Are you talking about Champions
instead of like going out and having to catch them? Yeah,
okay.
Champions.
I thought you were talking about
you can do all this
Scarlet and Violet. Because I know the mainline games have made it easier to build teams
a little bit,
but still
And items in Champions too. You can just like get items. Like you can just get items. You can just get Mega Stones.
Music.
You can change.
The music's so nice.
Change the music.
They don't have like they have basically just the trainer battle themes.
Abilities.
They have the trainer battle themes right now, but they're gonna add more, obviously. But like, oh man, yeah, barrier to entry for VGC is now like just the ground. It's you know.
Yeah. even like EVs and IVs and stuff, you can just
Well, they removed IVs,
change them,
which was pretty niche from what I've heard. A few people are like, it takes away like niche tactics, but like other than that, it's like we understand why they're gone.
Oh.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, some of them were like real. Like, I know there were some specific things in the VGC where if you wanted like a super optimal layout, you had to like, instead of catching a Pokemon, you had to like breed that Pokemon specifically with parents that fit these specific like goalposts, and if you didn't do that, then it wouldn't come out perfectly, and then you'd be at a distinct disadvantage compared to everyone else in the VGC,
like egg moves,
who
like
spent 20 hours doing that exact thing.
Certain moves
egg moves
are,
too,
yeah, exclusive to breeding, not in Champions.
Yeah,
you can just change them on the fly.
Not in Champions, you don't have to deal with that, which is really nice. So I'm hoping. I'm going on a study abroad next month. I'm hoping that while I'm traveling, I spend a bunch of time just playing VGC, because I'm definitely going to be bringing this with me, so I can just play VGC for a month essentially, on and off of, you know, being in Germany. But who cares about that? I'm going to play Pokemon. But yeah, honestly, even outside of Pokemon, Nintendo's been doing a couple of decent things, including.
I know the launch of the Switch. I know the launch of the Switch 2 was very controversial. I know Nintendo's lost a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm just thinking more very presently.
right now, Nintendo's doing good. In the last year, maybe not, but
right in this very specific moment, Nintendo as a whole is doing pretty well. That maybe wasn't the case 4 months ago, but right now it's doing okay. But, you know, yeah, I don't know. I don't really know anything about Pokopia. I would kind of talk about Pokopia and like how like Pokopia did super well. I know that much at least. Like, it sold a ton of copies, and people have not. I haven't seen a single person on the internet like complaining about all of the flaws of Pokopia. Like, I haven't seen that at all, which is something. At least.
Pokopia
like,
is universally loved.
I'm
not big into like sim games, so, and I don't have a Switch 2, obviously. Which so like I'm probably not gonna play
Switch
Pokopia.
2 exclusive, is it? Forgot about that.
So a lot of people were mad about that. A gaming company was making games exclusive to their new console. I heard way too many complaints about that. It's like, guys, you've been complaining that the Switch is behind for so long. You guys have been complaining for so long that the Switch is not up to snuff with the other you know, game consoles.
And that you're like, people will either complain that games are being held back by having to be backported to previous generations, or if they don't do that, they'll complain about it not being backported to the previous generations, because then they can't access it. It's like,
and I have to be careful. You have to be careful. I've actually about that. I've been thinking about that recently. You got to imagine that there's like different types of people. You know, like I've had to
same person.
Yeah, I've had to actually like keep myself in check sometimes, saying like, you guys have been complaining about this for so long, and now you switch it up. It's like, no, actually, people are probably complaining about the same things they always
you weren't complaining about.
It's
this.
just more.
Else
it's just a different group of people as raise their voices, you know. So you got to be. Yeah, that's something I've been keeping. I've been trying to keep myself in check for, is like not calling people on the internet hypocrites, because chances are it's a different group of people.
They weren't complaining about the last thing.
It's a different niche of people.
I mean, not to say it's the same people all the time, always complaining about Pokemon. It's definitely different, like, subsects of the community, kind of like popping up depending on what the issue is. The point being is that there's negatives literally no matter what they do in this specific instance. Like, is either some people aren't going to be able to access it, or the game is not going to be as good because you're limiting it to the previous generation. That's now, how old's the Switch? Like 7 years old now?
2016. 10 years.
10?
2017. 9 years.
Okay. It's a little bit better. This thing is almost half my age. I don't know how to feel about that.
Wait, okay, I'm 24.
I don't know.
So
it's almost a third of your age. Then
it's over a third of my age.
It's almost yeah, it's over a third of your age.
Oh, wow. I've spent so long in college.
Congratulations, Poker, you're vintage.
Well, okay. So the thing is, so I did in high school, my junior and senior year of high school, I did like a community college program thing. So basically I just went to the community college and then graduated with an associate's degree. And then I spent 2 years away on a Latter-day Saint mission, and then I came back, and now I've been in college since then. So it feels like I've been in college forever. Because guess what? The Switch came out my first year of college. No, 2017. So it's sophomore year of high school. Right? No. Wait, when did I graduate? When did I graduate? Graduated 2020. 2019, 2018, 17. Year 17. Yeah, I came at my sophomore year of college or high school. So right before I started college.
I graduated in 24, which was 2 years ago, and then 7 years before that would have been 2017, 2016.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have, so 7 years. Pokey, I was in
5th grade.
I was in 5th or 6th grade when the Switch 1 came out.
Oh my gosh.
I was in middle school. I have had this console since middle school.
Oh, wow.
And I'm still using it.
Anyway, something I've been doing recently, I finally got around to modding my 3DS. So,
oh, fun, yeah.
So, like I said, I initially did it so that I could make a save backup, so I could transfer my the thing that made me mod my 3DS right now was Champions and wanting to get my Black 2 team into Champions and wanting to not have to take it out of Black 2 entirely. But it also has given me the chance to start playing Pokemon Emerald for the first time. And 40 minutes into starting Pokemon Emerald, I ran into a shiny Wurmple.
Yay!
My second
Random
shiny ever.
shiny.
My second full on shiny ever. It was wild, man. Like, I was already like, I'm getting back into Pokemon again. I'm having fun with Pokemon, and then just out of the blue, my game's just like shiny.
I have a shiny.
Route 102.
It's a pretty nice shiny too.
Oh my gosh, yeah, shiny Beautifly.
It's not at all the worst shiny you get.
Shiny Beautifly is really cool. I named it Mothra.
It's actually quite a good shiny.
I named it Mothra.
Yeah.
Mothra. In case you're wondering, the rest of my team is Kevin the Trico, Pedro the Lotad, Ryan the Shroomish, Kiki the Nuzleaf, and Bruce the Aeron.
I like how all of those are just regular names, and you've got Mothra.
Yeah. Mosa. Yeah, exactly. Which now good. I have to get this
that's
thing.
That's your second ever shiny?
My first shiny. It's on my channel. Actually, I recorded it on a camcorder.
That's lucky.
So I encountered it and then turned the camera on. I didn't do it. Yeah. I was like,
still.
Yeah. But you can track it down on my channel. It's a bit of an older video, but I caught a shiny Rosalia in Platinum.
Oh yeah.
And so now I'm like,
shiny
okay,
Rosalia's not terrible.
Oh no, shiny Roserade. So it's basically Roserade, but it's like black and purple roses instead of red and blue roses.
Oh,
yeah,
that's kind of cute.
That's neat. But I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
now I got two shiny like grass bug type people that I can just like make supports in VGC. I'm like, I want to figure out how. So okay, my big thing in VGC is like I want to use my favorites. I'm gonna get a little USB dongle thing. It's called like a GBA operator that lets you back up like your physical GBA saves and get my starter Blastoise from when I was 10 years old and
Nice.
get him in the champions.
That's cool.
So yeah. I'm like all into like, okay, use my favorites and get them into work, you know. For example, I've got like Lucario and Tyranitar. Tyranitar sets up sand, which Lucario happens to be immune to as a steel type. So that helps. Flygon as well. And then Flygon is immune to not only the sand, but Earthquake that my Tyranitar can also do. Only thing is Flygon's not available in Champions at the moment. He's not supported by the meta. But I do have Flygon. I do have the Flygon in Pokemon Home just ready for his chance.
He's waiting. He's waiting patiently.
Yeah.
Just like he was waiting for a Mega Evolution. Pokemon. Not everything they do is good.
Yeah. So yeah, my competitive team in so yeah. So now I've got a new guy I can try to figure out I can try to figure out how to make useful in VGC.
Nice.
Because that's awesome. Yeah, my current VGC team, like I said, I had the 4 from Black 2. I had Tyranitar, Lucario, Flygon, and then Frost Rotom, who is also he's also immune to Earthquake. So
Levitate.
Yeah.
Levitate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But you can also use what's the move? It's an electric. I am big into using spread moves. I love spread moves. I love status moves, and I love that kind of thing. So, I think it's Overcharge or something like that. It's not. I forget the name of it, but it's an electric move that hits everything on the field, including your partner. Kind of like it's like the electric version of Earthquake, and it can also paralyze. But Tyranitar and Flygon are both immune as ground types. So I've got like Earthquake.
Oh, no.
I've got like the Overcharge move or whatever. I've got these like spread moves that normally are detrimental to your own partner as well, but I just happen to have teammates that are immune to each other, so they can do that.
No.
And on top of that, Rotom has Hex, which punishes status moves. It does extra damage if someone's paralyzed or burned or whatever. So, Lucario's got Poison Jab. My Lucario has been become like everyone else has got spread moves. Lucario has been now like my precision attacker. So he's got quick attack to like take out a weak Pokemon before they can do anything. He's got Poison Jab to poison, obviously. He used to have Detect. I replaced Detect with Quick Attack. I'm not good at predicting protects, or not Detect. What is it? Feint. I'm not that good at predicting my opponents in VGC yet, unless they're using like a specific team that I know they're like, okay, they're gonna try to switch this guy in to set up the rain. So I can punch them with Thunder on my Rotom. My Rotom knows Thunder, which is 100% accurate in rain. 100% accurate. It's 100% accurate in rain.
You very quickly made a team that synergizes really weirdly well, considering that it was just scrapped together.
Scrapped together in Black 2, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, my Rotom knows Thunder, which can punish Kyogre rain teams, which are insanely popular in the meta. There's no restricted Pokemon right now in Champions, but once they come out, Kyogre's a money front and center. So,
yeah. I actually pulled mine up because I knew I was going to forget. That is incredibly bright, but I'll...
there you go.
So you can kind of see... I've got right now I have Scissor, Dragonite, Lucario, Archaludon, Armarouge, and Greninja. I started with the Armarouge. I found the Greninja and the Scissor pretty early on. Scissor is really the only one that I'm like intent on staying on the team. Like once I finally get to somewhere because it's like they're all individually strong Pokemon, but none of them currently really synergize super necessarily with each other. Like, there's no real underlying strategy with any of them. They're just pretty good, and I shuffled them together so that they're not they don't have any like crazy weaknesses within the team. But I want to find
they can take care of each other's type weaknesses.
Essentially, that was kind of like the only thing I really put them together for, and they're all Pokemon that I relatively like. Scizor I definitely want to keep. And I know I've told you about this before, but the reason Scizor is my favorite Pokemon. So I wanted to grab a Scizor as quickly as I could, which I did. I got very lucky in the luck of the draw. I got Scizor within the first like 4 or 5 random lineup attempts that I did. What I like to do with Scizor is I max his speed, max his attack. I give him Technician, which for those who don't know in his ability, that gives a 1.5x boost to I believe to moves that are under 60 base
I think
power. Let me check his summary. Yes, thank you. You don't need to give me tips. Yes. Boost the power of Pokemon's moves by 50% if their power is 60 or less. Now, I also have Bullet Punch, which is a 40 base power move with
stab.
+1 priority. And
stab.
It's stab because it's a steel type. So that's plus 50% for stab. So that's 60. Damage.
60 base power. 60 power.
And then another 50% for Technician.
90.
Which is 90. Right now, he has a Scissorite because I wanted to Mega Evolve him. But if you give him a Metal Coat, that boosts the holder's steel type moves by 20%.
Okay,
so
90,
if you take 20% of 90,
that's 18, which so 118.
That's 18 plus 90.
Or no, 100.
That is now a 108
base power priority move.
+1 stab move with a max attack Scissor.
Get Helping Hand on that team. Get Helping Hand.
Yes. Wait, how exactly does Helping Hand work? I know it's crazy for that, but I don't remember how it works.
I think it's priority. Your partner boosts. It's the Pokemon boosts its partner's next move. I think it's priority. Helping Hand. Let me check that. Not some. It came up with like a charity site. Pokemon Helping Hand Pokemon. Helping Hand is a priority move that will increase the damage done by the user's ally this turn by 50%. So
I just need to find a Pokemon. So it's priority. It's +5 priority, so it always goes first. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, +5 priority that boosts by another 50%. So 108 plus 50% is 54. So that's 162.
Okay, I know what I'm building my team around now. Oh my god. Okay. New discovery. So that's definitely the Pokemon that's staying, and that's gonna be my ace for sure. I might actually find another Pokemon that maybe I'll.
Who can learn Helping Hand? Let's see. A lot of people can learn Helping Hand.
I'm trying to. Can Dragonite learn Helping Hand?
Almost definitely. It looks like by TM, I think every Pokemon. Excuse me. Sorry. Yes. No. Dragon. Oh yeah. Dragonite can learn Helping Hand.
Wait a minute. Train Pokemon. Nope.
You're doing it right now.
I'm doing it right now, so I don't forget. I don't need extreme speed. Give me Helping Hand. Where's Helping Hand? There it is. Commence training. Do it. Oh my god. So, I can get a Mega Dragonite, boost his health and special defense like crazy, so he can just stick around.
Yeah.
Give him Helping Hand for priority boost of Scissor.
So are you doing Scissorite or the metal coat?
I think I'm gonna do the metal coat and then give Dragonite a Mega Dragonite stone, a Dragon Knight. They all end with ite.
Dragonite. Yeah, I think it's Dragonite.
Whatever. That's stupid.
Yeah.
Give him a Mega Stone, and that will boost his stats overall, so that he can just stay alive, and just keep helping, like just tank damage while he helping hands the Scissor.
No.
I can give him taunt as well.
It's Dragonite.
Dragonite. That's
Dragonite.
Dragonite. Wait, can I give him taunt? Can I give Dragonite taunt? Is taunt's a dark type move, correct?
Yeah, I believe.
I don't know if no, I don't think he has taunt. That's unfortunate. Maybe I'll find a Pokemon that has taunt and helping hand. But
okay, it looks it looks like pretty much everyone can learn helping hand.
I'm not surprised.
Like universally, it looks like everyone can learn helping hand since like Scarlet and Violet. And taunt can be learned by a lot of different people. Okay, tell me who's on your team right now.
Right now I have on my team, and this is not like necessarily going to be kept. This is just who I have right now. Scissor, Dragonite, Lucario, Arcaludon, Armarouge, who I kind of want to keep because I like him, and Greninja, who I kind of want to keep, but not necessarily. I also have a couple of Pokemon that I like but don't have on my team right now.
Greninja can learn it. It looks like no one else can. I just control F the taunt page.
Greninja?
Greninja, yeah.
That might be worth it actually, because that would give good coverage. Keeping the Greninja might be a good idea actually, and then because Scissor's biggest weakness is any fast fire type.
Oh yeah, he's like 4 times weak to fire, isn't he?
4 times weak to fire and has like 0 special defense. So any fast special attack, or even just any special attacking fire Pokemon, or Pokemon with a fire move, which is also most dragon types, which resist steel moves, you kind of just die. Which is why I have U-turn and protect on that Scissor, because then you can get him out of there if you need to, unless the other Pokemon's faster. But having a Greninja with taunt would actually be helpful, because then you could switch the Greninja into taunt the fire moves away, and then you could just batter them with water moves, which I guess
taunt would
probably work.
Taunt's not the move I think you want. Taunt forces the opposing Pokemon to use damaging moves only. What you want is like follow me.
That forces them. Yeah, follow me is what I'm thinking.
No, taunt forces them. Taunt forces them to use damaging moves.
Attack.
So it's
taunt forces them to attack.
Taunts for like.
Yeah, I'm just thinking taunting in general, which in video games is usually just attack me specifically. That's what I was thinking.
No. Taunt is to disrupt support Pokemon. Pachirisu, Sage Park won the World Championships with They Follow Me Pachirisu. So Riolu. No, not in Scarlet Violet. Not Brilliant Diamond Shine and Pearl is the last time Riolu could learn Follow Me. Let's see.
The game that we forgot about.
Clefable, Furret, Togekiss, Indeedee, Mousehold, Ogerpon, Electabuzz. Was it? Yeah.
It's a weird mishmash.
Magmar, Electabuzz, Pachirisu.
Mousehold.
That's it.
Bad.
Yeah.
Mousehold's actually pretty powerful.
I saw someone doing like custom artwork of like custom mega evolutions of different Pokemon based on like dumb comments from fans, and it was like Mousehold, but they've got like 8 kids and on the verge of divorce. It's like it was like a household with
That's
like a
their
switch.
mega?
Yeah.
That's amazing. I love that. That should be canon. I think I'm claiming that is real now. I think that's real.
Yeah.
I love
Anyway,
that.
so yeah, I talked about the four core members of my team. One I recently started using is Mega Frostlass.
Yes.
Mega Frostlass is super cool.
Ah.
Sets up snow, which gives my Rotom's Blizzard 100% accuracy. Also can learn Hex. It's a Ice Ghost type, so it can also learn Hex and punish status moves.
Oh no.
So my Frostlass has actually fit in pretty perfectly with the 4 others I already have. It's become like my Frostlass and Rotom make a pretty good team. And then the ones I have yet to transfer into champions are my starter Blastoise, which I want to give like a Mega Stone to, because and these aren't all going to be on the same team, obviously, but my Blastoise can Mega Blastoise can its ability like boosts pulse moves in the rain. So like a water pulse, which like confuses. Or I could do like Rain Dish, I think, which heals in rain, which is, so either way, like another kind of like leeching off of like Kyogre rain teams and stuff,
Just get a strong you one. In particular.
Well, because I was just trying to figure out Blastoise. Is like, okay, he's bulky. He's bulky. I want to use him. He's my favorite Pokemon. He was my original starter. I want to use him. He doesn't have as many like obvious uses. Like he's not super common in VGC. So I'm like, okay, what does he have? He can boost his pulse moves, so I guess he can help confuse some people. Because water pulse I think is 60 base power and then confuses, so his ability turns it to 90 base power. Or Rain Dish or Torrent. Like all the starter Pokemon have that one ability that like boosts their specific type moves at lower health. So he's got some cool abilities. Mega Blastoise is pretty. He's just got a giant cannon with 2 other smaller cannons.
Most of the starters do have pretty good abilities. Yeah, most of the starters have pretty good abilities in general. I'm not overly surprised by that.
Yeah, so my Blastoise is the one that doesn't have an obvious place in the team, but I just want him there anyway. But then I've got was previously just going to be my Roselia. I need to evolve it into Roserite before I can put into champions. But again, it's stuck in my Pokemon Shield save at the moment, so I need to get my brothers like, hey, can you like find a shiny? Can you boot up my Pokemon Shield save, get a shiny stone, evolve this thing, and then throw it in my Pokemon home? Thanks,
Please and thank you.
But yeah, Roselia can set up stats, sleep, parrot, like he's got all the powders and stuff. He's I've got Whimsicott on my team right now, just because Pokemon Champions gave it to me for free, and I want my Roserade to be basically like the status support disrupt Pokemon that also sets up sleep and paralysis and poison and stuff for my Hex users. And then I guess in a similar vein, I'll obviously have like multiple teams to kind of switch in and out.
Yeah.
But I have to throw my shiny Beautifly in there somewhere now. And Beautifly is not fat, or Beautifly is not strong, but it is decently fast. And so I'm gonna give it like a focus sash, and basically in the vein of Mothra in the Godzilla movies, sacrifice itself pretty much every single time.
If it works, it works.
If it works, it works. We're following the vein of its namesake. So yeah, I'm gonna give it like a focus sash with like Tailwind and Toxic Spikes or something like that, and then I don't think it learned toxic spikes. I think I looked it up, but something like that. I'm gonna give it tailwind, and I'm gonna give it something else, and it's probably only gonna last 2 turns, and so it's gonna have one job. It's gonna be to set up everyone else, and then die and give me a free switch in. So.
Oh no.
So that's the plan for Beautifly.
Ooh.
But
I mean, I guess if it works, yeah, it's gonna be tricky to work around.
It's gonna be the sacrificial play Pokemon, but I want
to.
It's like, okay, I need to utilize this thing somehow now.
Yeah.
In addition, so another plus of modding my 3DS is I was able to install. I planned to buy this before the eShop came out, but I never did. Pokemon Dream Radar. It's like a weird AR game. It uses like your 3DS camera, and you're like having to like shoot floating clouds and stuff. And yeah, it's a weird AR game.
Never heard of this in my life.
It's a weird AR game, but all the genies are in it. So it was released in conjunction with Black 2 and White 2. And it's the only way without trading over from Black and White to get Landorus, Thundurus, and Tornadus. Yeah, but it's like a weird
That's
AR.
Weird.
It's like Pokemon Go before Pokemon Go. It's like the 3DS's like weird Pokemon
that's
Go
kind of what I was
thing.
thinking.
It's like an AR game where you come across Pokemon and you like shoot a Ghostbuster beam at it. And you have to like keep the whole challenge is like tracking it. It they move around, so you have to like keep your 3DS moving to keep the Ghostbuster beam on them. And if you keep it on them long enough, you catch the Pokemon. It's not just the genies. I caught a Muna, and there's like other Pokemon stuff. It's Black and White, so it's all Unova stuff, and it's a decently fun game.
And you can pull them off that onto Pokemon Home. Eventually,
no, Pokemon Black 2. Which I can then throw into Bank and Home and everything.
Okay, so you can move from Pokemon Radar. You can move them into Pokemon Black 2, and then eventually
Therian Landorus
to Pokemon Home. Oh no! Not
I don't want to be. I don't want to be a
user.
gimmick. I don't want to be gimmicky VGC guy. Well, gimmick. I'll have my own gimmicks, but I don't want to be like
no.
The guy who
it's
uses
saved by the fact that you're using a Landorus from a Pokemon AR game from the Black and White era. That it's saved. It's saved by the fact that this is incredibly niche.
Yeah. But also, okay, so I got Pokemon Dream Radar. I got the Pokedex 3D Pro. Basically, there's a Pokedex app because all the Pokedexes are handheld or whatever. It's like like the Black and White Pokedex was designed like a DS, like a flat DS, like a 2DS almost. It looked like a fold up, like a flip phone DS thing. So yeah, they just have like a Pokedex app that's basically just up to Unova. Let me boot it up real fast. Yeah, it's just a Pokedex. So yeah, like Zekrom and
actually kind of neat.
Zebstrika, and it's 3D. So if I turn this on, the camera's not going to pick it up like at all. But I
can kind of see it a little bit.
Yeah, but it's literally just a Pokedex, and you can do the calls and stuff. It's a quirky thing that I think was probably free on the original. I just got it because it was on the H-Shop because I was like, I remember this. I didn't get it.
Fair enough.
But one last final thing is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky.
Oh, cool.
Which
I
never played
this. Games, but I
started Red or whatever the Game Boy Advance was on Switch Online. But I don't have. But then my Switch Online membership lapsed, so I played a little bit of it. They're very cute. They're very, very, very cute. But the Explorers of Sky soundtrack is oh my gosh. The Explorers of Sky soundtrack used to make me cry during like my junior senior year of high school. It was one of those soundtracks I would listen to a lot of Pokemon music. Pokemon music is so good, by the way, just short.
Yeah, in general.
But the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky soundtrack is beautiful and heartbreaking, and it was on my playlist during many a late night, super stressful English paper in my college years of junior high, junior year of high school, college year one, and so I wanted to finally play it, and
That's cool.
I have Explorers of the Sky now. I got to like the first little bit.
Hey there. Rise and
Yeah,
shine.
everyone's got like little PNGs with like everyone's got little sprites and
like
stuff.
the little
Yeah, it's like a visual novel kind of.
It's essentially like a Pokemon JRPG, no? Like that's kind of the vibe.
Yeah, look
Yeah.
how cute they are.
Yeah, that's really cute.
They've got like super cute little animations and stuff, and it's and I've heard the story is like the most heartbreaking thing in the world. So
oh no.
I'm but yeah, the dialogue's all super clever.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm a Chimchar.
They
I'm a
rounded
Chimchar, and
out.
my partner's a Shank. So you do like a quiz or whatever that like a personality quiz that like assigns you a Pokemon.
Oh, and it like sets.
Yeah. And then you get to choose your partner. So on the Game Boy Advance on like Red Rescue Team, whatever, I got Squirtle on my personality thing. So hey, and then I forget what my partner was. It's been a while. But anyway, on this one, I'm a Chimchar, and my companion is a Shanks. So, and it's
pretty good.
They're
pretty
the cutest
lineup.
things in the world. It's oh man. Anyway,
imagine
Explores the Sky. I bet
Game Freak.
I just know, and like anyone who's played this game in the past is gonna be like,
we'll know.
Yeah, they will know.
Imagine if Game Freak decided to round out this streak of winning, that they would either remake or make a new Mystery Dungeon.
They remade it. They remade the original Mystery Dungeon on Switch. The thing is, though,
what if they made a new?
If they made a new one, that'd be good. But part of like the charm and the vibe of these games is the pixel. Like one of my favorite parts is just like the incredibly well crafted pixel art and the incredible, just like it's so charming and so cute that you just can't recreate in 3D. I saw like the Switch remake of like the originals, and it's like it's got a cool like watercolor kind of art style. So it's still got a cool, well crafted art style. But I just think for me personally, I think I can't. I just have to play the pixel art games, the pixel game. You know.
Here's my question, and this is a question I have for game developers all over the world. Before we end. 3D graphics exist. You can still make pixel art games. You can still do it. It's still possible. The technology is there. In fact, it's better. It's better. It's faster. You can do it more easily. And it can be beautiful. You can do so much with it. You can do so much with it. New pixel art games are great. Cassette Beasts, I played. It's fantastic. Please do it more. Sincerely, me. Please. I would love if Pokemon did like a random spinoff or like a revitalization of one of their spinoff lines, but they did it a new pixel art game. That'd be awesome. Like,
what if they did? What if
they don't have to do it for a
Pokemon Ranger back? Pokemon Ranger relied on the touch screen. Well, Pokemon Ranger kind of lives on the DS, and maybe it should. Maybe it always should, because it was a
because that was a touch
screen
that was like
gimmick.
A touch screen necessity.
It was a touch screen gimmick.
Yeah,
but they're cool.
They bring Pokemon Ranger back, but they sell you like a touchpad accessory to like plug into your Switch that it's required to play it.
They've got. I mean, the Switch has a touch screen. No, the Switch has a touch screen. Like the normal screen is a touch screen, and
yes,
like no one.
But if it's a home console, you also have to be able to like put it in. The TV.
Yeah, like I think the only first party game they have is like 1-2 Switch.
Yeah, that's true.
But And then like Mario Galaxy, I guess the Mario 3D All Stars, like the Mario Galaxy port, lets you use the touchscreen instead of like the Wii,
Yeah, because that
like the
went
Wii
well.
pointer thing.
Yeah, because that launch went well.
I have
We're talking about
it.
good things Pokemon did, Nathan. Okay.
Well, I got
We're
3D
talking about
All
good
Stars.
things they did.
3D All Stars is a great game. It was just the whole limited release thing. That was the big controversy there.
Yeah.
But anyway,
And I heard it was kind of broken for a bit, but anyways.
I don't know. But what was I saying? Oh, Minecraft. Minecraft on Switch, you can use the touch screen to move in your hotbar.
No, you can't, because you can't play Minecraft on Switch. Just ignore that it exists.
I was talking about console edition. Bedrock also sucks, but
yeah,
and since it's Bedrock, it probably still has that as well, just like left ported over.
It does. I'm pretty sure it does, but it's
no
terrible.
console. But Minecraft Nintendo Switch Edition 4J Minecraft on Switch has touchscreen hotbar, which is
yeah. I would not recommend playing Minecraft on any mobile device, though. Unless you're counting a laptop as a mobile
unless
device.
it was built by 4J Studios, but you can't buy them anymore. So,
yeah.
Oh
well, but
the Pokemon's doing good. Anyway, let's show off the rest of my stuff before we finish, because I
want to see it.
This is my childhood DS Lite with a Pokemon Platinum case. I bought this for $10 off of a middle school friend who was done with it.
Crazy deal. Deal.
This the DS Lite barely works anymore. First off, the screen doesn't lock in place. Also the D-pad and the back buttons don't register right. Like it's they barely work either. And the top screen used to work, but over the years, because it doesn't have a locking mechanism, the top screen barely works anymore. So I can't really play DS games on here. I can play Game Boy Advance on like the bottom screen. Just ignore the top screen. Pretend this is like a Game Boy Advance.
Pretend it's a Game Boy Advance with a little bit of a weight on top. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretend it's a Game Boy Advance, because you can choose which screen you play on Game Boy Advance games on DS Lite. You can't do that on 3DS, unfortunately. Well, I guess fortunately maybe, because Game Boy Advance games are actually widescreen. So on the 4x3 DS screens, they're actually letterboxed. But the 3DS top screen is widescreen, and so it's actually pillar boxed very, very slightly. If I pull up Emerald real quick, the top screen is pillar boxed very, very slightly, but it fits way better, and obviously it's a way bigger screen. Load, please. There we go.
Load, please.
So it's actually, there's like a few pixels on the sides.
Yeah.
But it fits the screen better than it does on a normal DS. Anyway, yeah, this DS Lite, I just keep it around for nostalgia. I don't use it and can't really use it at all. So, yeah. Childhood DS Lite, this is how I played Pokemon Leaf Green. This is how I was introduced to the games. So, I got my... Excuse me. I don't have my copy. I can't find my copy of Leaf Green. Oh no. I need to track it down. It's at home somewhere. I know it's not with me here at college. But I have Pokemon Black 2, which is my second Pokemon game ever.
Fun.
And I got this one for free from another middle school friend who was also done with it. I got Pokemon Platinum for Christmas, one of my final years of high school.
Nice.
I have, obviously, Emerald on here. This is more recent. So in order of games I've played, in order of Pokemon games I played, Leaf Green, Black 2, probably Shield, then Platinum, I think. I started them probably right at the same time. As well as a game I haven't finished because it has an infamous level curve. And that is... That is Pokemon Crystal.
Yeah, I knew what you were about to say.
Yeah. I'm at the Elite Four. I've not gotten past the Elite Four. So, yeah, I got
time
Crystal.
to grind.
Yeah. So I think Crystal So I think Platinum was the third one. I think I got Shield and Crystal back to back, like Shield and Crystal, like the same year or something like that. I got Shield at launch. The only Pokemon game I've ever played at launch besides Champions, obviously, and Go. Yeah, Crystal. And then a couple years ago, my brother got me Pokemon Z for Christmas, or X for Christmas.
Yeah, Pokemon Z definitely exists.
Yeah. So I have Pokemon X, and I'm at like the third gym. And that's the thing. Even like Pokemon games they do have, just as an adult, I've run out of time to play them. I haven't finished Crystal. I'm at the third gym in Pokemon X. I got this a couple years ago. I'm at the third gym. And it's like...
Does that mean you got the Mega Lucario at this point? I forget when that happens.
No.
You just get a Mega Lucario for free, by the way. That's like...
Okay.
You just are given one by like mid-game. Actually, fun fact about my first ever Pokemon playthrough, which was Pokemon Y. You get the free Mega Lucario. I proceeded to, near the very end of my game, fight a random wild Pokemon who had the move Knockoff. It knocked off my Lucario Knight, and I lost it forever.
Wait, oh, it does, no.
It was just gone.
Oh no!
Because I didn't catch the Pokemon, and I just fled. So I just knocked off my Mega Lucario Knight, and then I just never had one ever again.
Oh no!
And I went into my next trainer battle. I was like, why can't I Mega Evolve my Lucario?
Oh no! Oh no! I've considered. I've wondered if knockoff's a viable strategy in VGC. But I don't. But since Mega Evolution happens before anything, like before the actual turn order, I don't think it really does. Anyway, so those are all my Pokemon games. I have obviously my Blastoise. I got this Charizard for Christmas last year in my stocking. Charmander. I got the Charmander. My dad sent me a Squirtle Funko just randomly. So he sent me the Squirtle Funko. Just randomly showed up
on a whim.
I've got the Pokemon Adventures manga. I think I showed it. I started showing it off in a previous podcast, and then my camera died instantly. So, but I've got the Kanto arc of Pokemon Adventures. It comes with like a little poster, which is basically just the cover of the first.
Oh yeah.
Thing. But yeah. So I've got the Kanto arc of Pokemon Adventures. It's a manga you read right to left. It's pretty good. I read these the first time because my local library had like all of them. So yeah, so I've got these.
Your camera died, by the way.
No. Hold on.
So
we are. Hold on. I have a second battery. Hold on. Let me switch the battery real quick because I have one thing left.
The manga's cursed.
The manga's cursed. Aha, there we go. Okay, now, and the last thing I wanted to show off was this. So this was back in like, these were released back in like 2021. They did these like, it's the 25th anniversary. So 2021, 25th anniversary. They did these first partner Pokemon through Unova for the TCG. Which each of these came with like 2 booster packs, but also each of them had a different starter trio, and if you got them, they had big cards of the starter trios.
Big
like the
cards.
original the original
Wow.
starter trio cards, and so I
Huh.
collected all of them because it was Gen 1 through 5. So I got Gen 1, Gen 2, weakest starter trio in my opinion. I got a friend mad about that. Yeah, Gen 3, Gen 4, and Gen 5, and all of these have the starter trio in big blown up cards, and they're super neat. I like them. I forgot I had these.
I forgot that that generation of cards just had like really like color swirls, lots of colors just swirling around.
Yeah. So growing up, my mom just bought like budget Pokemon cards like on bulk for me and my brother, and so like Unova is coming out. So we were like black and white kids, but we also had a ton of Diamond and Pearl, like Diamond and Pearl cards. So
Sinnoh stuff. That was
yeah, so a lot of my trainer
yeah.
a lot of my TCG was Diamond and Pearl. I think I definitely have this Piplup. I definitely have that Piplup just in small form. Where's Hoenn. There's the Hoenn trio. We got Mudkip, Torchic, and Trico. And then we have the Johto trio. So,
Nice.
yeah, and they're all big cards.
Very cool.
And yeah, so this was like
Bigger than your hand. Like how big are those? Like
it's
like just stock card. Little tiny bit bigger than.
I don't know exactly how big they
sized.
are. Yeah, whatever. So yeah, this is like the one.
Are they like a cardboard material, or are they just like laminated paper?
I think it's
Like
the same
card material.
I think it's the same paper stock they use for the actual TCG. They feel
Just
the same.
bigger.
They feel the same thickness. Yeah. So yeah, this was like the 125th anniversary thing I got when that was happening. So this is my 25th anniversary haul. Is these big cards.
Nice.
Like I said, that's all I had. That's everything I just brought to college with me. I have Red's hat. My senior year of high school, I went to I went as Red for Halloween. So I got like a red jacket, like a red like sleeveless like jacket
Like the
thing. It was like a weird
vest.
Yeah. So I got a red vest. I got the hat.
Vest.
That was a little too small for me, but I still have it. I got DVD, like the Pokemon the first movie on VHS. I've got the whatever that 4 movie like combo that was like everywhere. It was like everywhere in all of anytime someone had a Pokemon DVD, that was like the one they just had just had a million of. It was the Pokemon 4, 5, 6, and 7. The Pokemon Forever. It's like Celebi, Latios, Jirachi, and the Destiny Deoxys.
Mm-hmm.
It was that 4 movie set that was literally everywhere in all the departments, all the stores ever. So, anyway, Pokemon's cool, and we are hopeful for the future.
Yeah, Pokemon's very cool. At least right now.
Hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah,
and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Yeah. Bye-bye.